In today's video, I wanted to talk about the future of the Swedish air-tree, respectively the future of one particular sub-tree, the Norwegian Sub-Tree. You see, a few days back, we got our hands on the F-5AG, which is the Norwegian variant of the infamous Northrop F-5 Tiger, and in my humble opinion, it didn't turn out to be as good as one might have expected. For ground battles, we got the Leopard 1A5NO and Vidar, and that's about it. So in today's video, let's talk about what I see as the future for the Norwegian Sub-Tree. First, we got the F-104G, this late 50s fighter/interceptor, obviously known for looking like a lawn dart, but also being freaky fast. The operational history for the Royal Norwegian Air Force isn't particularly impressive, yet still important. Let's say few words from the history, and for more informations, check out the description if you want to know more about the Norwegian starfighter operational history. Norway received 19 F-104G starfighters and 4 two-seater variants TF-104Gs for training purposes. The aircraft were assigned primarily to the 331st Squadron and the 334th Squadron, both based at Bodø Air Station in northern Norway. They replaced the F-86F Sabre and were used for air defense and reconnaissance roles. The F-104G was part of NATO's Quick Reaction Alert Force, meaning it was ready to intercept potential Soviet intruders over the Norwegian Sea in northern Europe. The aircraft's high-speed interception capability made it well suited for countering Soviet Tu-95 Bears. However, the starfighter was not ideal for Norway's harsh weather and short runways, as it had high landing speeds and demanding handling characteristics. Now let's talk about the performance of this aircraft in-game. Obviously, it's still just a starfighter, so dogfighting with this thing is very absurd to say the least. You would get the M61A1 Falcon, with up to 700 rounds in the magazine, and then the AIM-9Bs. The Norwegian starfighters were usually fitted with only 2 AIM-9Bs and no built-in countermeasure dispenser. So, despite being the G variant, it seems it would have more common with the F-104A or C. It would most likely be at battle rating 9.3 or 9.7. The starfighter in Norwegian colors was ultimately retired in 1982, replacing them with General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcons, which were more versatile and better suited to Norway's operational needs. The F-16 service in the Royal Norwegian Air Force began in 1980, replacing the F-104G starfighter. If you want more information about the F-16 in Norwegian service, check out the description. Let's say a few words from history now. Norway placed an order on 72 F-16As and Bs Block 5 and 10 under the Peace Falcon program in 1975 that were later upgraded to the Block 15 standard. The aircraft were assembled in Belgium by,
Société Anonyme Belge de Constructions Aéronautiques,
SABCA for short, and entered service in 1980. They served in the 331st, 332nd, 334th, and 338th Squadron, operating from
Bodø, Ørland, Rygge
air stations. Norwegian F-16s were continuously upgraded under the Midlife Update Program, or MLU for short, bringing them to a standard similar to the F-16C and D Block 50. They received advanced avionics, a new radar AN/APG-66V2, improved cockpit displays, and integration of modern weapons. Now the game performance. There are 2 important notes though. Gaijin could either add the Block 10, and it would be very similar to already existing F-16A Block 10 in the US air-tree. So AIM-9Js or Ps, AGM-65 Mavericks, etc., and that way put it at BR 12.3 or 12.7. Or add the F-16A Block 25 MLU with the AIM-120 AMRAAMs, AIM-9Ms, JDAMs, and Paveway 2s, etc. And even though there already is the Taiwanese F-16 MLU in-game, That variant doesn't have any of the features or advanced options of the armament and avionics, just like the Block 25 should have. The Royal Norwegian Air Force began phasing out its F-16s in 2021, replacing them with F-35A Lightning II, and sold 32 of its retired F-16s to Romania in 2023 to extend their service life. Norway selected the Lockheed Martin F-35A Lightning II as the replacement for its F-16 fleet in 2008. The Royal Norwegian Air Force officially received its first F-35s in 2017, becoming one of the first European nations to operate this jet. Norway ordered 52 F-35As under the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter program. The first aircraft arrived in November 2017 at
Ørland,
Air Station. In January 2022, Norwegian F-35s officially took over the NATO Quick Reaction Alert duties from the F-16 fleet. This aircraft isn't even yet in War Thunder, but when it comes, we should expect this armament. The GAU-22A, 25mm internal gun, the AIM-9X Sidewinder, the AIM-120C5, C7 and D AMRAAM. That was for the air-to-air combat. Now, for some air-to-ground combat. Standard is obviously JDAMs and paveaways, but we could also receive the AGM-1 58 Joint Air-to-Surface Stealth Missile, or JASM for short. All in all, we still have to wait and see how the F-35 will turn out to be, because unlike the two previous jets suggested for the possible Norwegian Air Tree, F-35 is still a topic for a distant future.